Wait. One Piece chapter 883. What the fuck did I miss here? I feel like I missed something. I feel like Oda has been dropping seeds there on how Katakuri's powers actually work, and I feel like I completely missed the ball. I thought that the way Luffy was going to be able to counter this guy was to act without actually thinking, okay? Like basically act off of instinct, and I guess that's not it. Because Luffy says like, hey, I think I finally figured out how your powers will work. I'm like, wait, in these last few pages, he's managed to hit Katakuri and he's managed to tag him twice. And he says he's figured out how the powers work. I'm like, I didn't see anything. Like, dog, I'm gonna open myself up to spoilers right now. I'm gonna open myself up because obviously by the time you guys see this, I would have already completed Whole Cake Island. So feel free to have the conversation or whatnot. But what the hell did I miss? What did I miss? Because like, I don't know if maybe it was one of those situations where I'm looking at it and I'm like, Katakuri looks so silly when he doesn't have his mask covering everything up, where basically his mouth and everything, his ripped mouth is just drawn in this goofy expression. He's eating all the donuts and my man's just pigging out. I like how Luffy's like, he's never laid back on his back, huh? He's a perfect man, huh? He looks down on the earth, huh? Like Luffy's like, I'm about to end this dude's whole ass career. Like Luffy's about to come in and knock this dude's stuff to shit, and Katakuri realizes that basically Luffy and the other chefs are looking at him. And Katakuri first, he says, oh, you see my true form. I'm thinking, okay. So this may be one of those situations where he's got a vanity or whatnot. Maybe Luffy can exploit that. But before Luffy can do anything, this dude just starts slaughtering the other cooks. And it's because they actually saw him. And, you know, he's got a little bit of a, I almost want to call it a self-esteem thing, where he is subconscious about the fact that he's got that Jagger mouth appearance. I mean, I understand it. Let's be real for a second. My man got some fucked up ass teeth. Like, my man needs several dentist visits. It ain't just one visit. My man needs several visits in order to get all that shit straightened out, man. So I gotta say, I was laughing when I was watching Katakuri eating and everything. I'm like, damn. My man sitting in the house, my man eating. Like when he said, Luffy, I'm 40 minutes late for my afternoon snack. Time to end this shit. I'm thinking my man just gonna sit there, and this is just how I envision Katakuri, right? Like I thought he was just sitting there like at the table, legs crossed, you know, sipping some tea in one hand and eating a donut in the other hand. Like that's how I envision it. I didn't envision this dude laying back on his back, just, you know, glutton to high hell. I did not envision that. But looking at who his mom is, like, you know, Big Mom's the mom this dude, so I totally get it. I totally get that part. Like it just is what it is. That's some shit that Big Mom would do. And I thought it was interesting that, you know, he confirmed that, you know, sweets are the source of his power. And so I like how, you know, Luffy, it looks like Luffy is in a real bind, because Luffy's like, oh shit, you know, if all this mochi hits me, you know, I'm gonna get suffocated and everything. I'm gonna get killed. And even Katakuri's like, you know, this would be the end for you. And in typical Luffy fashion, Luffy eats all that shit. He eats his way to the top. My man's coming out looking like he's part of that 500-pound life TV show or whatnot. And Luffy's looking around. He said, where the fuck is Katakuri? And he says, what is it with all the people on this island? Why is it that I gotta eat all of their attacks in order to beat them? And I'm like, damn, Luffy's looking a little big right now. Like Katakuri could just take that spear and poke this dude and that'd be it. And Luffy, you know, true to Luffy fashion, you know, Luffy a big dummy fashion, you know, my man is just sitting there and he starts running around in circles and he burns off the calories. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. You know, after he fought Cracker, you know, his metabolism is so high that his body went back to where it was. Like Luffy is like a walking fat burner, okay? Like if you've ever lifted weights and tried to cut and you did like some water expulsion, where you take those pills that make you basically dry your body out so you can, you know, get the veins and everything showing, you know, this how you know I take that weightlifting shit too seriously. But, you know, I went through cuts, I would do shit like that, because when you take creatine and everything, you're drinking extra water. So if you want to lose those extra few pounds and if you want to get more of a ripped appearance, you go using those I call them water pills, but basically those pills that make you dry yourself out. And you know, with Luffy, you know, his body's act like a fat burner, where it's heating up to the point where Luffy's body is just melting off all that excess fat. So I thought that was really, really interesting just to see Luffy in that fashion. And once he gets back together, right? Like once he's back at his regular size, everybody's looking like, oh my God, is this how the human body works? And it's like, Oda's clearly fucking with everybody at this point. I fucking love it. He's clearly fucking with everybody, and I love that Oda went that route there. So I gotta give Oda some props to that. Now, I also like the fact that, you know, Luffy's just busting this dude's shrine up. He's busting the shrine up, and Katakuri is so enamored with these sweets that my man's got no care in the world. But once Luffy gets in the way, and after he starts killing everybody, he and Luffy, they start exchanging blows. And, you know, Luffy immediately realizes, like, oh shit, this guy's even stronger. You know, looks like Luffy's hands are just completely shot at this point from exchanging hits twice. And then that's when you get Luffy saying, well, fuck it. My hands weren't any good. I ain't about to headbutt you, but I'm gonna kick the fuck out of you. And, you know, Luffy just kicks this dude straight in the jaw. Like, dude, I gotta say this. Like, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. And look like Luffy extended on top of that. Like, that's got to fucking hurt. And I gotta give Oda this much on this. I thought the artwork here was really, really fucking good. Really fucking good. Like, again, when Oda uses double spreads, like, it's so fucking beautiful. Like, I love this moment right here. Like how you get like the clash of Luffy versus Katakuri, and how all the panels are just leaning into one another. This was so fucking good to see this part. But, you know, I gotta go like another step forward on this. So, you know, the other thing that I will say is that, you know, once you get to Luffy and he starts using his Kong gun, you know, the thing that, you know, I'm kind of saying, like, why is Luffy saying you're not invisible? Like, what did Luffy actually figure out? Like, this is the thing. What did he figure out? Because he was already giving Katakuri a bit of trouble. So what did Luffy figure out? And that's gonna be my chapter question for you guys. What in the world did Luffy figure out, and when did he figure it out? Somebody clear this up for me in the comment section, man. Let me know what I missed. You know, again, that's a little bit of the drawback of, you know, reading these chapters back to back to back, and especially when I get like really excited with an arc, I tend to overlook some stuff. So let me know what exactly I might have missed. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.